Hey YouTube, Gundam here. Welcome back to World of Tanks. The map is Mountain Pass. I'm platooned up with Skyblaze. We are both in Kv-1s. There he is. And, well, Tier 5 game in Kv-1. Our T-82 wanted a Tier 3 game, but, sorry bud. So, what can we do?
There's a few games in this thing. Show me the sort of things you can make it do.
At this point, I'm just waiting to see what happens. We have a DW2 heavy tank. They have a VK3001H. We have 3 Kv-1s. They have 2 Kv-1s and a T-14. You see me heading this way because I saw that the other Kv-1 was going the other way. Yeah, our T-82 is already complaining. And somebody rammed him. I was hoping the DW2 would come with me. He doesn't. Although the cruiser's probably really happy. And he's taking a look at my emblem and stuff, so that's nice. The T-82's over here. You know, T-82, I'm drunk. Oh, okay. I'm Yo Girl 2013. You know, the best thing to do is stay up top, not charge down. I mean, you're in a Tier 3 tank, and you've not had very many battles, so okay. Ooh, Crusader taking a beating. Oh, T-82, you're gonna die because guess what? You went down there. Now, the two guys that are with me are pretty good. I don't know if I've Inspire or not. Cruiser 4 and a Martyr 2. Right. You see how I'm angling here? Let me pull the camera back. Look at that. Look how I'm... Oh, okay, pull up a bit. Yeah, actually, I stopped right there. If you are down there shooting at me, this is what you have to look at. Alright? See where my gun is? Look at that angling. Yeah, see where I'm pointing? That's where normally tanks are. Over there. So, if I'm angled like this, where the gun is pointing... First off, you've got this rock here on the camera's left. That's covering the lower plate somewhat. Of what you can see of it, you're actually looking from way down there. It's about like this, roughly. So, well, you have a beautiful shot of the Martyr 2, but over here, it's not very good there, plus it's angled up. Shooting at the upper glacis is suicide there. The lower glacis, there's not really much there. The side, at that angle, is practically auto bounce. And from that range... Where's that Crusader? Well, there's the T-82. Where's that Crusader? Nope, I can't get far enough. Look at that. I'm a small target. And in fact, you can't even see my lower plate. It's a tiny, tiny target. And the Crusader is a bit over there, so... Now, let's get going on this battle. This is how you should play a Kv-1. In a holding position. This is solid defense.
They don't like it up.
Oh yeah! You missed. Ah! I hit a rock. You see, I pushed forward a little here. Actually, pause. I pushed forward just a smidge. And now, my lower plate is immune. You know, my entire front is now unable to be shot because of the rock, except for a tiny, tiny bit, which will probably auto bounce. And there's my side, so I'm immune from these guys down there. Even firing APCR, unless they fire high explosive or an APCR at, say, oh, that was just me.
They blew one tracks.
Yeah, unless they're firing APCR at my turret and not hit the gun mantlet at that range. No. Oh, all 4 of their heavy tanks are right there.
Decent result.
Remember who I got with me? A Cruiser 4 Tier 3 and a Martyr 2 Tier 3. I think I tracked him.
Bounce.
Ah! I'm switching to APCR here. Right there. That Kv-1 is firing heat, but I got hit by the artillery, the Vespa. The artillery is the one who hit me.
Horrible accuracy. horrible penetration.
Ugh.
You're just a big sitting target.
Yeah, that guy has the
Use
derp
gold
gun.
ammo on it.
You can tell because of the angles.
It's just not worth the
Oh,
effort.
come on. I'm firing APCR here. Do they both have derp guns?
Come on! I'll take you all on.
At this angle, a
Invincible.
derp gun is never going to
Yeah,
penetrate
have a
me.
look at that. Failing to penetrate.
Yeah. Those are low velocity guns, you can tell from the arc. So.
Garbage.
Oh, come on! Artillery is just wrecking these guys. I've switched to high
Blast them in the
explosive
face.
and blast them in the face with a high explosive shot.
He's firing gold.
And
It's impossible to penetrate.
my tracks are blown off.
That is bad, bad news.
You're tracked, bud.
Derp somebody in the face.
Ooh, yes, you missed.
Move.
Now, if you notice on the map, our base is about to be overrun, but I can't leave. There's still 4 enemy heavy tanks here.
Now, this is more like it.
Skyblaze is having fun over there. Oh, you're dead. Nice. Right. They still have 3 heavy tanks. Wait. Actually? Yeah, they do. They have 3. Now, I say defend the base. Thank you. Turn around. Light 2. I gotta stay. Well, that's the Cruiser 2, but next to me was the Cruiser 4. You know, I tell him, I gotta stay, you go. The guy's like, alright, I'll miss you. Yeah, well, I gotta stay. There's 2 heavy tanks, easily, plus a 3rd nearby. You know, but they might be heading back to their base. I gotta wait for a minute. Now we're capping their base, or we're starting to, and I'm like, you know what? Back it up, turn around. So what's going on over there? Well, that Cruiser 4 and Martyr 2 are wrecking these guys. Although he is taking hits, but they reset the cap. Partially. The only one that hasn't been hit is that Chi-Ha. If we hit him, we reset the cap. The Ram over there, and on the map I noticed the T-14's not there. And besides, with how long those guys would take to get up there, yeah, here I come. Oh, the Chi-Ha's been hit. Now, I'm here to have some fun. Light distract Meat and TD blow him sky high. Cruiser 2, we know what we're doing. To some extent, at least. Besides, you're dead. Right, a Panzer 1C. I want to get a kill. He's like, come here. I'm thinking Panzer 1C, Kv-1. Charge! Oh, come on!
Watch this.
The Martyr got him. And we finished capping. They still have that Kv-1 and VK3001H. The Kv-1's name is Erwin Desert Fox Rommel. Well, he was German, not Russian. You notice the Cruiser 4 is on his way back. The Martyr 2 is staying with me. Base is secured. Where are those 2 heavies? Well, it doesn't matter. If they aren't up there where that Cruiser is, they can't do anything anyways. We're done capping. Yeah. Skyblaze had a blazing game. I took 8 hits, at least. That the only one that did damage was splash damage from artillery. The Vespa. So, that's it. The other was track damage from a T-14, and the others were bounce. Oh, and track damage from one of the Kv-1's derp guns. A Kv-1 should not have a 122mm derp gun. They should have this 185mm gun. This 85mm gun on a Kv-1 is beautiful. The derp gun on a Kv-1 is, well, worthless in Tier 6 and Tier 7 games, and only viable in a Tier 5 game if people don't angle their tanks. They're firing high explosive anti-tank at me and doing nothing. Yeah, that's the thing. They want to use high explosive anti-tank. High explosive anti-tank shots do not like armor that is at an angle. Just like this. Except where this is the turret is more flat on, but armor that is also sloped like the front. Look at that sloping. It just, oops, wrong button. This one. the sloping turret means it doesn't like shooting at that. And at the angle I was at, which was roughly this, means it doesn't like shooting at that. And then there's the tracks, which is spaced armor. It hates shooting spaced armor. It hates shooting angled armor. It hates shooting sloped armor. They should have just switched to standard high explosive. So, I didn't get any kills. I only did 643 damage, which is only 3 hit points more than I have health. Unless some of those shots that I fired that didn't see where it went did some damage, which actually a couple of them did. I was at over 700 damage. But we win, they lose. It was a close game, so this is a game where I would suggest that you do, this game I suggest you do cap instead of kill, because it is close. But when we were actually winning, I'd have said, you know what, kill instead of cap. That Martyr 2, great teammate. He knew what he was doing. And he is a good team. He was a good teammate. I told him, go back. I gotta stay. He says, all right, I'll miss you. I can see why he'd say that. And then I show back up, and I get behind me, but he still gets the kill. So he had a good game there. That Cruiser 4. And so, shout out to T.Y. Tane in the Martyr 2. Shout out to Alchemy 19 in the Cruiser 4. A bit of a shout out to I'm Yo Girl 2013 in the T82 for not knowing what you're doing. So, Skyblaze, you're wondering why I'm in tier 5 tanks? That's his highest tier tank, a tier 5. He's thinking of getting a tier 8 premium. I tell him, no, don't make the same mistake so many people do of thinking, right, you've played a few games, throw some money at it, get a tier 8 premium tank, and then die because you don't know how the game works. Although I've been teaching him a lot. If Skyblaze wants to get a tier 8 premium tank, okay. The low or the T-34, both those are pretty good tanks. The others, the T-34, going hull down. The low, angling your armor. However, it has not a very good lower glazes that, it's just yeah. So, yeah. T-34 might be a better choice. And it's got a really big gun. Most of the tier 8 premium tanks that are heavy tanks have a 105mm gun. The low, the IS-6, the IS-6 has a 122mm gun because it's Russian. The low has a 105. The Kv-1, that's completely different. I believe there's the FCM-50T, the 112, which I still want a 112. I was promised one, but I can't get it. So many of them, and so many tier 8 tanks, heavy, have the 105mm gun. The T-34 has a 120mm gun. That's American. A Russian 122 at tier 8 isn't actually that good. An American 120mm at tier 8 is amazing. Especially since it's a tier 8 heavy with that impeccable gun mantlet. But yeah, so if Skyblaze gets a tier 8 tank, I will take him to the training room and with a tank, because I probably will have it. I don't have the 112 or the FCM-50T, but I'll probably have it. I'd recommend the T-34, the low, but really, for your first premium tank, you should get a TOG. Just get a TOG. The tank is awful, but it's a whole lot of fun. So, yeah. Kv-1, indestructible. Except for from artillery. Catch you later.